Hello, happy Wednesday. Welcome to another live stream class on kinetic.com. I'm Q Coach Ariel, and today I'm going to do a leg workout. Be about 25 minutes. You don't need any weights or anything. It's all going to be your body weight. So I'm going to start my class how I normally do, which is the roll down series, which is designed to wake up the knees, the ankles, the hamstrings, and the back. How it works is you'll start parallel, hip width apart. You'll roll down towards the floor. You'll take 2 knee bends and then roll up twice. Then you do the same thing twice with the feet together. Then squeeze the butt and turn out. I do a lot of my class in a natural turned out position. I don't want you to really go for 180 degrees across. Really just engage the turnout muscles, squeeze your butt, and whatever your turnout is what you want to work in. Make sure to check that the knees are going over the toes every time that you plie and you're in the turned out position. We'll do it 2 times in first position, then you go hip width apart 2 more times. We'll do the entire set faster. So come back to parallel, hip width apart, engage the stomach, roll down, roll back the shoulders, head first going down. 2, 3, 4, plie for 2 and straight for 2 and plie 2 and straighten 2, roll up 6, 7, once more and down 2, 3, 4 and plie for 2 and stretch for 2 and plie for 2 and stretch for 2, roll up 6, 7, put those feet together down 2, 3, 4, plie for 2 and stretch. Try to relax that lower back. Plie and 2 and stretch and 2, roll up 6, 7, once more like that and down 2, 3, 4. Take a nice deep knee bend, wake up those ankles and stretch and plie for 2 and stretch for 2, roll up 6, 7, squeeze those muscles, turn out 1 and 2, 3, 4, knees over toes please, and stretch and plie for 2 and stretch. Try to hang and up 2, 3, once more and down. Make sure you just hang at whatever your hamstring length is. If you're not touching the floor, that's absolutely fine. Just try to relax. And 1 and 2 and stretch 2 and roll up 6, 7, second position, hip width apart and down 3 and 4. I'm still in that lovely turned out position. Knees over toes and plie again and stretch and roll up 6, 7, last time 1 and 2, 3, 4, relax that back and stretch one last time, plie and stretch, roll up 5, 6, 7, 8, come back up to a nice parallel position. Roll the shoulders back again. We're going to do this whole series faster. Head first, rolling down and 1 and 2. Plie and stretch. Plie and stretch. Roll up second time and 1 and 2. Plie and stretch. Plie and stretch. Wake up those knees, feet together and 1 and 2. Plie and stretch. Plie and stretch, relax the neck as much as you can, and 1 and 2, plie and stretch, plie and stretch, roll up, squeeze, turn out, and 1 and 2, plie, knees over toes, and plie and stretch, roll up, second time, and 1 and 2, plie and stretch, roll up, second position, hip width apart, 1 and 2, butt between the heels, and up, and down, and up, roll up, very last time, and 1 and 2, plie and stretch, roll up. All right, let's go right into some leg work. So we're gonna do pliés in what's called 4th position in ballet. So if you're in your turned out first position, you're gonna take that left foot forward, line up the heels, I have about a foot in between the feet. Make sure my weight is between my 2 feet equally, and then you can go down into a deep plie, grand plie, and come back up. We're gonna do 8 on this side. So that's 2, and up, and 3, and up. Really think you're going straight down in an elevator and back up. So don't lean forward. It actually makes it harder. So really keep the shoulders back. Hold the stomach the whole time. Keep your back as straight as possible. One more time on this leg. Beautiful. Switch. Put that right foot forward, again about a foot between. In your natural turnout, squeeze that butt. Make sure it's held the whole time. And down, and up. Make sure the movement is kind of one long run-on sentence so that you don't hit the bottom of your plie and then have to re-engage all those muscles to come back up. So think really smooth, down and back up. 2 more. And up. Last one. And up. Awesome. Switch back to your right leg. We're now going to do 3 pulses down at the bottom. So it looks like this. You're going to go down, pulse 1, 2, 3, and back up. Squeeze that butt the whole time. 1, 2, 3, and up. Don't go too far down so that you're sitting on your heels. You should be light up. There's about a couple of inches in between your butt and your heels. And down, 1, 2, 3. And up. Squeeze those legs. Down, 1, 2, 3. And up. One last time. Down, 1, 2, 3. And up. Lovely. Take a second. Change to the other side. Set up. Make sure your weight's very equal. Nice turned out. And down. 1, 2, 3, and up, and 2, 2, 3, and up. I'm holding my stomach. No tension in the neck, and up. Again, that feeling of one run-on sentence. Keep the energy and the movement flowing. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Very last one. 1, 2, 3, and back up. Lovely. Shake those legs out. We're going to now do pliés in second position. So that position we did earlier, where your hip width apart, but in a natural turned out position, the butt is engaged. We're going to go down into plié, and then you're going to pop the left foot first onto forced arch, and back down. Switch the other side. And down. Keep alternating up and down and up and down. Stay level. The body doesn't go up and down every time. The body's the same height. Think you have some stack of books on your head, and just your calf is engaged as you go into that forced arch. And up and down and up and down. You should start to feel those legs burn. Mine are burning like crazy right now. And up and down. And up, and down, and up, and down. Just 8 more, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. Breathing, 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. Lovely. Stand up. Take a second. Shake, shake, shake. We're going to do the exact same thing, but both heels come up at the same time. So go back down to that place. Stay at that level, and now do both heels. Up and down, and down. Go up and down. Now it's really important to stay at that same level so that my upper body is really barely moving. If you took a picture from here up, it looked like I was doing nothing right now. All of the work is in the legs and the stomach muscles. And down, and up, and down. Keep breathing. Try to keep the weight between the big toe and the one next to it, rather than the pinky toe. So you don't want to sickle and hurt your ankles. Really keep that weight forward. All right, last 8, and 8, and down, and 7, and 6, and 5. Relax the shoulders. 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. Relax, stand up, shake. Nicely done. Now we're gonna be standing on one leg, so it's a little bit of a balance combination. So again, I'm in that natural first position. I'm gonna take a tendu, what's called a tendu, right in front of my nose. in that turned out position, arms to the side again. You're gonna lift, cross, back, and down. Up, cross, down. So every time I cross, I'm squeezing those inner thighs like crazy. So you're using the inner thigh muscles more than the top of the quad. And up, and squeeze, down, hold the stomach, and up, and squeeze. If you're having trouble balancing, squeeze that standing leg butt. Like think of that glute, someone's pinching you back there. You're woo, so that you're really high and stable on that leg. Last, up, and squeeze. 3 more, 3, and squeeze. And 2, and squeeze. Push down those tables, engage those lats. Last one, and down. Lovely. Take a second, you can plie if you'd like. Set up for the other side. I'm standing on my left. My right is right in front of my nose. Don't let it wander out here somewhere. Really keep it in front of your nose to engage that inner thigh. Again, arms out, push down on those tables, lift and cross, and down and lift, cross. Squeeze that inner thigh like crazy, and up and cross, and up and cross. Also, it helps for balance is that you pick one spot and you stare at it, whether it's down on the floor, whether it's about eye level, just as long as you're really focused on it, and you can use that to find your balance. And up. My standing leg quad is pulled up like crazy. That butt is engaged behind me, and I'm using that inner thigh and that working leg. Only 3 more. Keep breathing. 3, squeeze, and 2, and last one. Lovely. Relax and shake those arms out, shake those legs out. We're now gonna do something called attitude, which is right to the back. It's gonna really engage those glutes. I'm gonna turn to the side so you know what it looks like. I'm standing on my right leg. My left leg is gonna be raised, and I'm making a little triangle with the leg. So it looks like this. Don't bend it too much, and it's not straight. It's a nice long triangle. And you're gonna stand on that standing leg. Again, push down on those tables. You're gonna lift and down, and lift and down. This gets the glute like crazy. I'm also working my standing leg, so really squeeze that standing leg too. And down, and lift, and down. Again, this is not a huge movement. You're lifting about 3 inches and down. Doesn't have to whack up as long as you're engaging that glute like crazy. Last, 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. Squeeze that standing leg, and 4. Keep it right behind your head. 3, and 2, and 1. Lovely. Shake. I'm gonna switch to the other side. So you're now standing on your left. Your right will be raised in that natural turnout. Squeeze that butt. Squeeze the standing leg. Squeeze the working leg. Push down on those tables. Lift and down. And lift and down. Lift and down. You can see my lats are engaged when I push down on those imaginary tables. So keep that working. It will also help with your balance. And down. And squeeze. And down. And squeeze. Not a big movement. Small one. Squeeze. And down. Squeeze. And down. Squeeze. And down. Last 8. Keep breathing. And 8. And 7. Hold that stomach. And 6. And 5. Almost there. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last one. Put that leg down. All right, nice. So we're gonna do now lunges into a jump. So I call this the runner's jump. And I'm standing on my right, my left is back. I'm gonna lunge down as if I'm going to start a race. So right, this is this about to race position. You're gonna come up, you're gonna jump with the flexed foot, opposite arm is leg, and then back down. We'll do 8. Looks like this, and up, and down, and 2, and down, and 3, and down, 4, keep breathing, and 5, and 6, hold that stomach, 7, and 8. Nice. Switch other side. Then we're gonna do the second set. So now, standing on my left, right is back, opposite arm is leg, is reaching to the ground. Keep that chest up, lifting and up, and down, and 2, and down, 3, and a 4, and a 5. Really push off that standing leg, and a 6. Jump for me, and a 7, and a 8. Nice. Take a second. Shake, shake, shake. One more set of the same thing. Set up, right leg forward, left leg back. Put that hand on the ground, chest up, hold your shoulders back, up, down, 2, down. If you lean forward, you're actually making it harder for yourself. And 5, and a 6, and a 7. Last one. Play, nice. Switch. Left leg forward, right leg back. Right hand to the ground, shoulders back, and up. And a 2. Keep breathing, 3. And a 4. Release, jump. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. Done. Nice. All right, shake those legs out. Take a second. We're gonna go on to what's called squat kicks. Pretty much what it sounds like. So you're gonna be in parallel position. I don't know if that turned out for a little while. In parallel, you're gonna squat down. Arms are gonna be out, and then they're gonna come up as you transfer and kick straight forward. I'm a nice flex foot, really kicking something. And back down to the squat, arms come back down, and back up. It's going squat, and kick, and squat, kick. Really stick that butt out. Low squats for me. That gets the butt and the glutes like crazy. The butts and the glutes. The glutes, which is your butt. There we go, and squat, and kick, and squat, and kick. Keep those arms moving, and squat, and kick. Really straight standing leg when you're up kicking. Doesn't matter how high, you can nice and low, as long as you're really up on that standing leg. That's what I'm looking for. And up, and 7, and 6, and 5. Keep breathing. 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. Nice. Shake everything out. All right, let's have a seat. Now we're gonna do some seated things. So, facing you, I'm gonna be sitting really up on my butt bones right there. And I'm squeeze the legs, the butt and turn out. Point those feet, nice straight legs. Reach to the ceiling, biceps by your ears. And then you're gonna lift and cross. This might look very similar to the one we did standing. It is, same muscle groups. But now you're dealing with the fact that you're sitting and you need to pull up with the abs. So you don't wanna crunch here. Push as much as you can into the lower back and reach for the ceiling. Think ribs away from the hips. And cross, keep alternating. Just 8 more. 8, 7, keep breathing. 6, squeeze. Try to keep it at the right level. It doesn't have to be really high, as long as whatever level you pick, you stay there. Don't let it drop and then come back up. 2 more. Last one. Nice. And relax. All right, so we're gonna do some hamstring curls. So lying on your stomach, flip over. Oop. And you can do these a couple ways. You can put it all the way down if you'd like. That's more comfortable for you. I'm gonna do it in a nice Sphinx pose or baby cobra so that I can talk to the camera. So squeeze those legs behind you as if they're like one big leg back there. And your butt is held. And you're gonna do alternating legs. So I'm starting with my left. Come up and to the ceiling, down, and switch. Curl, up, down. So this gets hamstring, butt, hamstring, and down. Keep alternating, lift. So it's really hard, as you can see, to stay nice and parallel. So focus on that. If you turn out, it becomes a different muscle group. So squeeze and stay parallel, and up and down. I like doing so much things in turnout. The parallel is really hard for me. But it's really good to work in both positions because it makes a nice even leg. The muscles on both sides are nice and even. And plus, working turned out, you get that beautiful dancer's leg where it's nice flat on the side of the thigh. and not so bulky on top. So we use a lot of our inner thighs, as you noticed, and the top part of the quad. Almost there, and up. 2, last one, and up. All right, done. Take a second, child's pose if you'd like. Relax those hamstrings. Ooh, I'm sweating, dripping all over the place. Ooh, relax. Nice. We're now gonna go into what I call froggy lifts. So you're gonna be in kind of a frog position, whatever that looks like, which is your knees are now wide, so we are turned out, and my toes are together. Don't worry, you don't have to be like flat on the ground, as long as your toes are together and your knees are wider than your hips. Again, I'm gonna be in Sphinx pose, but you can be down here too. Either one is fine. So squeeze that butt, keep the toes together, and you're gonna lift straight up and down, and up and down. I'm trying not to move anything in the top half of my body so that it doesn't become a, oh my gosh, but just an isolation of the butt muscles, and up and down and up and down. If you have really prominent hip bones, sometimes it's nice to put a towel or a mat under you right now, because it can get a little intense on those hip bones. Into the floor, and lift and down. Keep going, breathe. Only 8 more, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3. Squeeze that butt, oh my gosh. 2, whew, 1. Okay, relax. Also gets the hamstrings, trying to keep that lovely position, the toes together. All right, last one. This is for the butt, the hamstrings, and the back, the upper back. We're gonna do what's called bow pose. So reaching back, I'm grabbing the outside of my ankle, or the toes if you can't get your ankle, on both feet. And then you're gonna point those toes to the sky. Push your feet into your hands, like that. Hold that, try to go as high as you possibly can. Squeeze everything, squeeze that butt, squeeze those hamstrings. Lift, lift, lift toward the ceiling. And come down, relax. Take a second, you can do that twice more. Oh, breathing. That gets that lower back, that upper back, that butt, hamstrings, all of it. Second set, push those feet into that hand, lift towards the ceiling, up, reach, 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 open that chest, up to the ceiling, breathing, and down. Whew. Oh my gosh, one more, stay with me, almost there. It's the last one. Push those feet into those hands, lift to the ceiling and go up. Reach, reach, reach. Woo. Keep breathing, push, lift, up, higher, higher, and done. Let those feet go. Let's do child's pose one more time. That's a lot on the back. Woo. Nice little spot of my sweat on the floor there. That's for someone to clean up later. Yay. Okay, not me, obviously. Relax that back. Really try to lengthen from the tailbone all the way to the top of the head. Really nicely done. Let's stretch the butt and quads too. So come on over onto your butt. Let's sit cross-legged. If you'd like, you can cross the foot over the knee if this feels comfortable to you. If not, you can just leave it a regular cross-legged. It's a little bit more of an intense stretch, and I'm gonna do it this way. So, reaching up and out of the hips, reach forward over the legs. Relax that glute. You've done a lot of butt work today, so really take a time to stretch it. So important. Stretching, faster recovery, gets those lactic acid out. It's extremely important. Whew. Water. I'm gonna stretch and drink water at the same time. 2 of the best advice I can give you. Oops. Oops. Oh well, forget that. Switch. Live stream. You gotta love that. Lift up and forward. I'm so sweaty, I can't even put the top on my water bottle. That's the sign of a good workout. Relax the butt, stretch forward as much as you can. Breathe. Breathing is really important when stretching and allows the body to relax and get deeper into the stretch. You don't fight your body as much. Awesome. Both legs front. Want to do the hamstring stretch. Lift up and out of the hips and forward towards the feet. If you can grab your feet, great. Pull your chest towards your feet. If not, try to lengthen over and towards it. Rather than thinking forehead to knee, think long and forward. Breathe and relax. Lovely. Last stretch, quad stretch. Come on over to your hands and knees, please. Put that left foot between your hands. Reach back with your left hand. Grab that foot. Stretch. Try to relax the quad. Try to relax the hip flexor. Deep breaths. Couple more seconds. And release. Take your time. Slowly switch to the other side. Right foot between the hands. Long left hip. Reach back with the left. Grab that foot, pull it towards your butt. Relax your quad. All right, so that is my leg workout. I have classes every Wednesday, so if you enjoyed what you like, come on back. Check me out next Wednesday. We also have a class right after this at 10 o'clock with Crystal. Come check her out if you're up for another workout. And we have the nutrition twins giving some tips with food at 7 o'clock tonight. So check out our schedule at kinetic.com and enjoy the rest of your week.